Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Emma Lefebvre, and today I'm going to show you how to make a bunch of Valentine's Day cards quickly and easily. So let's jump right in. Okay, so to start, I'm just going to go through my materials. What you're going to need is some watercolor paper. I'm using Etchr Labs cold press watercolor paper. I have my Winsor Newton professional watercolors with me. I am using cardstock that I got from Michael's. It's actually pre-made cards that you get in a pack of 25 or 50, and they come with envelopes, which is perfect. You are also going to need some sort of paper to trace out a heart and a brush. Obviously, I'm using my Craftamo bamboo brush in a size 10 round. And then you're going to need something to glue your watercolor paper onto your card. I honestly like using my glue gun from the dollar store. It is the sturdiest way to glue it on because watercolor paper is so thick. It can peel right off if you use like a glue stick or tape sometimes. So I use a glue gun, and I think that's about it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to trace out our stencil. So I just kind of want to get a feel for the size of my card. Okay, so I'm just putting my tracing card paper thing in my card just so I can get the right size. I'm going to cut it out. And this will help you pick the perfect size heart for your card. So all you're going to do is decide which orientation of your card that you want. Do you want it this way or this way? I usually like it this way. So I'm going to fold my cardstock in half. And I'm going to draw half a heart so we can make the most perfect heart stencil for our card. Just making sure it's the way I want it to look, and it can be messy. This is just a stencil. And then you're going to cut that half heart out. And there we go. You have your perfect heart for your card. So we're just going to put our stencil to the side until we need it later, as well as our cardstock. And now we're going to get painting. Okay, so this is the quickest way to do multiple Valentines at one time that look beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to fill up this whole page with loose florals. And the good thing about this is that they don't have to be perfect at all because you're not going to see the full flowers in a lot of these cards. But you're going to get really nice color bleeds and just color combinations and shapes that will end up looking beautiful on your card. So I'm going to start with pink, my permanent rose, because I like it. And we're just going to do a simple rose. Okay, again, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see the whole flower on the card anyway. Okay, and you want to switch up the value of the colors that you're using. So see, I have some really light parts. I'm going to have some darker areas, and it just looks really nice when you get that contrast. So you can drop in some darker pigment. And when in doubt, just do some like random petal shapes. Honestly, it will still look great, I promise. Okay, I'm gonna try not to make it too big. I'm gonna grab some green here that I just made with Hooker's green and some purple. And we're gonna do some loose leaves. Okay, I like when they kind of bleed into that color. Now I'm gonna grab maybe this yellow, a bit more yellow. And I'm gonna do another flower here. I'm just gonna start doing some curves. Again, I'm kind of going into it with not really knowing what I want completely, but just making curved petal shapes. And I'm telling you, it will look great. I'm gonna make another green here. I'm going to use some sap green and some burnt umber to get kind of like an olivey green. And again, we're just letting it bleed into those petals. Like that. Let's get some more colors happening here. I'm going to make a coral color, and we're going to do another flower over here. I don't even know what kind of flower. They're just curvy petals. Literally, that's it. I'm gonna try and go around that green, what's it called? leaf. Why can I never think of the word leaf? There. And you can make it as bright or as dull as you like. Let's do another rose kind of thing here. I want a bit more pink in this mixture. It's a bit too orangey. Taking off some of that pigment to make lighter petals going around. Grab my green again. Have some color bleeds that way. You're really just making it loose and messy. Too much paint here. Let's get a different pink going. Another rose maybe. You could just do all roses if you wanted. Totally up to you. You could do just leaves if you wanted to. And then you can just start plopping in some like just petal looking shapes, and they don't even have to be attached to like real flowers. Basically just like leaves, but color. You can take your green and add a little stem if you want. Get some cute little color bleeds. And then you can just finish off by like filling in any areas with light colored, like a light wash of some of the greenery, just to fill up some of that space if you need to. You can also make more green. Oops, that's a lot of purple. And do some smaller leaves places if you want. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And then try not to forget the middle of those flowers. I'm just gonna take a little bit of orange. You can do some of those little center stamen bits. Okay, and then you're gonna wait for it to completely dry. Okay, so now that our painting is all dry, you are going to use your heart stencil and you're gonna try to trace as many hearts as you can get out of this paper. Okay, and then all you're gonna do is cut them out. So I was able to get 4 out of that one sheet, and these hearts are fairly big. I did ones before that were smaller so I could get more out of them. And if there's some leftover pieces that you still want to use, you can make smaller hearts and put them on the envelope, whatever you need to do. But there you go. There are your floral hearts. And now all you have to do is take your glue gun and glue it on. One thing that I didn't mention at the beginning, which I also like to do, is use my gold palette to do a line at the top and a line at the bottom, just to kind of make it look a little bit, you know, give it a little bit of sparkle and shine. So I'm just gonna do that quickly. This palette I got from a website called Simon Says Stamp ages ago, but they have tons of gold watercolor palettes on Amazon, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them are very similar. So I will link one below. It may not be the same as mine because mine is super old, but there are tons of them. So if you're interested in getting a gold palette, I will do that. I'll put it in the links for you. And all you're gonna do is just do a simple line, freehand. Just try and move your whole arm across. I try and move my arm, not my wrist, because that's when the line goes all wonky, but I kind of like it when it's not completely straight and perfect. One at the top, one at the bottom. And that's it. Okay, and then you're just gonna glue it to the middle. And there you go. There are your beautiful handmade and super easy Valentine's Day cards. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram for even more. Have a great day, guys. Bye.